Hi everyone, welcome to today's edition of our Yoruba live stream by Tayari.Live. If this is the first time you are joining this live stream, please kindly hit the subscribe button so that the next time we go online, you are going to be among the first to hear about it. So hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell so you get notifications from us the next time we go online. So welcome to our stream. And today we'll be discussing a very important topic in the Yoruba language. It's a topic that many people find confusing, especially those who are just getting started with speaking the Yoruba language. So the the topic we are treating today is the concept of numbers in Yoruba and how we use them in different contexts, how they change forms. Unlike English, where numbers are used almost um, in a predictable way, in a constant way, in Yoruba, numbers, the way we say them, change depend on the context, depend on where we are using it. So today we'll learn three of such situations where the way we say the number in Yoruba might change. So we talk about three of them today. So let me give you a quick idea of what we'll be discussing today. In English, if I want to count numbers from 1 to 10, what I would say is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's how we count in English. Also, if I want to say the cardinal number, the number itself, not that I'm counting, but probably I want to use it in a calculation in mathematics or something. It's still the same thing. It's still 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Also, if I want to use it to say how many, if I want to say quantity of things, if I want to quantify something, or I want to say how many people are in a place, it's still the same thing. I'll say, oh, there are three people in the house. There are three books on the table. There are five eggs in the kitchen. So the context, the idea of numbers in English is um is stable. Let me just put it that way. It does not change forms that as often as it changes from in Yoruba. So now let me give you a in Yoruba. I'm going to show you how we count in Yoruba, how we count from 1 to 10 in Yoruba. So if I want to count 1 to 10 in Yoruba, I'd say ọ̀kan, èjì, ẹ̀ta, ẹ̀rin, àrún, ẹ̀fà, èje, ẹ̀jọ, ẹ̀sán, ẹ̀wá. This is how we count in Yoruba. So you can even sing it and say 1 ọ̀kan, 2 èjì, 3 ẹ̀ta, 4 ẹ̀rin, 5 àrún, 6 ẹ̀fà, 7 èje, 8 ẹ̀jọ, ẹ̀sán, 10 ẹ̀wá. This is counting in Yoruba, and the numbers are ọ̀kan, èjì, ẹ̀ta, ẹ̀rin, àrún. For example, here I have 4 pence. If I want to count it, I'll say ọ̀kan, èjì, ẹ̀ta, ẹ̀rin. That is counting. But where the things change is this, and I think this is where most people mix things up. When I want to say the quantity of things that I have, so like now I say I have 4 pence. Four in Yoruba, if I'm counting to four, it will be ọ̀kan, èjì, ẹ̀ta, ẹ̀rin. That is 4 when I'm counting. Also, let me also cover the cardinal numbers in Yoruba. counting is different from the number itself. So if I'm saying the actual name for a number is different from if I'm counting up to a number. If I'm counting up to a number, that's where we have ọ̀kan, èjì, ẹ̀ta, ẹ̀rin, àrún. That is counting. But if I want to say the number itself, it is one is ọ̀kan, two is èjì, three is ẹ̀ta, four is ẹ̀rin, five is àrún, six is ẹ̀fà, seven is èje, eight is ẹ̀jọ, nine is ẹ̀sán, 10 is ẹ̀wá. This is the actual name of numbers in Yoruba. But if we are counting, we say ọ̀kan. You can see the difference. There's two double O at the beginning. Ọ̀kan, èjì, ẹ̀ta, ẹ̀rin, àrún. But if I'm saying the number itself, it is ọ̀kan, èjì, ẹ̀ta, ẹ̀rin, àrún, ẹ̀fà, èje, ẹ̀jọ, ẹ̀sán, ẹ̀wá. This is the cardinal. Now, going back to, I know it's possible that you also find this in some places. They can also count by saying, instead of ọ̀kan, èjì, ẹ̀ta, we can also count by saying ení as the one. We either count one as ọ̀kan or you count it as ení. So we have ení, èjì, ẹ̀ta, ẹ̀rin, àrún, ẹ̀fà, èje, ẹ̀jọ, ẹ̀sán, ẹ̀wá. We also count that way, but the most common one is this: ọ̀kan, èjì, ẹ̀ta, ẹ̀rin, àrún, ẹ̀fà, èje, ẹ̀jọ, ẹ̀sán, ẹ̀wá. So this is the way we count, and this is the actual name of numbers in Yoruba, the cardinal numbers. Ọ̀kan, èjì, ẹ̀ta, ẹ̀rin, àrún, ẹ̀fà, èje, ẹ̀sán, ẹ̀wá. Now, the point where it gets confusing to some people is, what if I want to say I have 4 pens? If I want to say I have 4 pens, pen, mẹ́rin is what I would say. And where do we have that? So when we are quantifying things, when we are saying the quantity of things that we have, we use this instead. So if I want to say I have 1 pen, I will say mo ní pẹ́ẹ̀nì ẹyọ kan, or I should say mo ní pẹ́ẹ̀nì kan, pẹ́ẹ̀nì ọ̀kan, or pẹ́ẹ̀nì kan. So we use this. Ẹyọ kan is 1. 2 or 2 things that I have, we use this order. Ẹyọ kan, méjì. Don't forget, if it is just the number èjì, ẹ̀ta, ẹ̀rin. But if I'm using it if I'm associating objects, if I'm saying 3 something, 4 pens, 5 bags, then it will have to start with the sound. So instead of saying èjì, it will now be méjì, pẹ́ẹ̀nì méjì. 3 will be mẹ́ta, 4 will be mẹ́rin, 5 will be márùn-ún, 6 mẹ́fà, 7 méje, 8 mẹ́jọ, 9 mẹ́sàn-án, 10 mẹ́wàá. This is how we use number. Those are the 3 different ways we use number. It's either you are counting. If you are counting, it is ọ̀kan, èjì, ẹ̀ta, ẹ̀rin. If you are saying the actual names, if you want to say the actual names of numbers in Yoruba, it is ọ̀kan, èjì, ẹ̀ta, ẹ̀rin. But if I want to say the number of items that I have, I'm associating the number to an item or to a person, or I'm even attributing it to an age. So I'll say pen ẹyọ̀kan, 2 pens. Mẹ́ta, 3 pens. penny, mẹ́rin, 4 pence. I'm about to say 3 plus 2, 3 plus 2, still the same way. If I want to count to 3 also, I'll say 1, 2, 3, still the same way. So this is the way it is used in English, and I understand from the English point of view that it can be confusing when you switch to Yoruba and they tell you if you are counting, it is ọ̀kan, èjì, ẹ̀ta, ẹ̀rin. But if you are saying the value itself, if I want to add 1 plus 2, I will say ọ̀kan pẹ̀lú èjì. So that's how we say it. But if I want to attribute it to myself, like how many pens I have, I would say pen ẹyọkan, méjì, mẹ́ta, mẹ́rin, 5 will be márùn, 6, mẹ́fà, 7, méje, 8, mẹ́jọ, 10, mẹ́wàá. So this is how three different scenarios that you should get you should get it right, so that when the next time you're not confused. You get confused when somebody say ọ̀kan, èjì, ẹ̀ta. Once you hear that, you know they are. But if they say ọ̀kan, ẹ̀wá, èjì, ẹ̀ta, that one you know they are saying the actual names of the numbers. But if they say márùn, mẹ́fà, méje, or they say ẹyọkan, méjì, mẹ́ta, mẹ́rin, márùn, mẹ́fà, méje, when you hear that one, you know that, oh, they are attributing it to someone. So the same way, if I want to attribute it to age also, if we are talking about age of a person, you are attributing it to something also. So in that way, if I want to say my brother is 10 years old, 10 years. So 10 years. In that case, I will not say ẹ̀wá. Years in Yoruba is ọdún. So 10 is, in that case, will now be mẹ́wàá with the at the beginning, with the M starting it, because we are attributing it to age. So it will be ọmọ ọdún mẹ́wàá. I will not say ọmọ ọdún ẹ̀wá, or I will not say ọmọ ọdún ẹ̀wá. Instead, I will say ọmọ ọdún mẹ́wàá. Mẹ́wàá, that is 10. And it is mẹ́wàá because we are attributing it to someone with something, to age. We are using it to say how many or how old, to quantify something. So if you are quantifying something, you are using the number to quantify something, it will have an M at the beginning, or like the chart I showed you, this chart here, ẹyọkan, méjì, mẹ́ta, mẹ́rin, márùn, mẹ́fà, méje, mẹ́jọ, mẹ́sàn, mẹ́wàá. So yeah, that is it, and this is how we use numbers in Yoruba. So of course, it's just like I've said, it might be confusing at first, but that is how the Yoruba language is. Once you get comfortable with this, if you try practicing it. So once you get it, it sticks with you. You don't even need to think about it. Am I counting, or am I just saying the name of the numbers, or am I attributing it to something? So once you get yourself familiar, once you understand the concept, the analogy I've just given you, it becomes very easy to use numbers the right way in Yoruba. So this is the first part of it. We've discussed 3 different scenarios where numbers can have different forms in Yoruba. So in our next edition, or in our next episode, we will be talking about other scenarios where numbers can have different forms. Like when you are talking about sequence, first, second, third, fourth, fifth. So there's a way we say it in Yoruba. Also, we are talking about multiples like twice, thrice, four times, five times, six times. There's a way we say it in Yoruba also. So we discuss that in our next live stream on numbers. So in case if you have any question on these three different concepts we've discussed today, you can kindly drop your questions in the comment section. I will try my best. I would make sure I answer all your questions, all the questions that you might have regarding this. So yeah, this is Yoruba. It's a very beautiful language. So um I hope that you are also enjoying it if you are just learning the language. So Yoruba is a very, very beautiful language that has mm, um, that have rules on how we use it, how we use numbers or and every other things that we've talked about before now. So so yeah, I think this is where we would stop the live stream for today. So please kindly drop your questions in the comment section. I'm going to reply to them as soon as possible. So thank you very much and see you in the next live stream. Thank you.